Hello and welcome to my back to school vlog 2025. It is officially September. It's actually the day before my children go back to school, but I thought I would share with you a little bit the last minute prep that I'm doing. And then in the morning, later in this vlog for you, I'll share our back to school morning routine and how the children's first day goes. But if you are new around here, hello, I better introduce myself. My name is Rhiannon Morgan. Everyone calls me Rhi. How on earth are you? My three little ones are going back to school. Our eldest is in university. He's actually starting his master's. So obviously he's not starting school tomorrow, but the little ones, I say little, Will is 13 and taller than me. He's going into year 9. Bella's going into year 6. That's her last year of primary school. And little Zara is going into year 4. All of the kids have autism, so there's always that little extra layer of worry of, will they be okay? I have ADHD, so being organised doesn't come naturally to me. But if you've been around here for a bit for other vlogs through the summer, then you'll know we've done a lot of back to school organising. I've been through my checklists. I'm going to go back through them today for the billionth time for my ADHD brain, just to prove to myself I've actually done everything. Because if you're anything like me, if you've done something, then you doubt yourself. Did I actually do it? Am I actually ready? So I'm going to do all of those checks, sort out the little letterboards ready for back to school pictures, and hopefully the weather's going to perk up, because generally the week the kids go back to school is gorgeous and the weather is very, very rainy. It tends to be that even if we have a wet summer, it's always nice when they go back to school. So we're keeping everything crossed that we don't get absolutely soaked tomorrow on our first school run of the school year. So let me know down in the comments, are you doing back to school this season too? When do your kids go back? How old are they? Let's just have a little good old chat in the comments, shall we? So girlies, are you ready for back to school? Yes. Cool. Okay. And we've got everything sorted in your wardrobe. Children all have the uniform sorted into everything they need to wear for each day. Have you picked out any special hair accessories you want for tomorrow for back to school?
Yeah, but I think I will.
And Bella is going into year 6. Leavers hoodies, which, but how are you getting to be a leaver? You just started nursery 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago, you were like baby starting at the beginning. Oh, yes, and Will's going into year 9. So, happy with everything. Got the bags downstairs in the bag storage unit by the front door. So I guess I'll just have a nice chill day, ready for back to school tomorrow. We did have a nice kind of early night last night, didn't we? As if you were going to school today and your alarms went off. You didn't like get up and get dressed and whatever, but your alarms went off at wake up time, the standard wake up time. So all your alarms are on now, are they, for tomorrow? Yes, all sorted. Are we excited at all? Excited to use your new pencil case?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, excited to see your friends. Yeah. But we have had a nice summer, isn't it? It's a shame it's gone so fast. But it has been loads of fun. We've been very, very lucky. We've been on Disney cruise. We literally only a few days ago got back from a trip to Legoland and Thorpe Park. So I need to edit those vlogs. They're going to be on my other channel, and our cruise vlogs are still going out on my Magical Adventures channel too. Is Bunny excited for her back to school?
And she's going back to the Bunny World.
To Bunny World School, of course. So we've had dinner. I am going to get the girls bathed and ready for bed in a really leisurely, chilled, as in starting the evening routine a little earlier than normal, just to make sure they're in the groove, ready for tomorrow. I'm going to do my little gift to future me that I do in the evenings before I go to bed, and that is setting up my office for the morning. Because as you know, if you've watched previous videos, I get up before the kids. I find that quiet time before they get up is a good time for me to do a little bit of yoga. Not loads, but I find that if I don't do any yoga at all, I get a really terribly stiff neck and I need to phone my physio to fix me. So I do a little bit of yoga, but then I come into my office and do maybe a little work task. So it's just so I've got a bit ahead of the game before anyone even gets up. And I find that if I set all that up for success the night before, there are no excuses in the morning when I'm half asleep. It is all ready for me to just get going. So I'm not waking up in the morning to just fumble around and not get anything done, because I'm going to do that, I may as well stay in bed. I'm also going to get the clothes I need to wear in the morning put by the side of my bed. My alarm's on, which I'm going to go off on my Apple Watch so they don't wake my husband and the rest of the house. So when I get up in the morning, I can just put on those clothes, get downstairs and get on with it. Good morning. I'm whispering because I don't want to wake anyone up. I've done what I normally do, which is bring a basket of stuff that I set aside last night into the bathroom to change into. I'm now going to clean my teeth, do my skincare, take out my heatless curls and just put my hair up messily in a bun and off my face so that I can go downstairs, do a little bit of yoga. And yes, when I apply deodorant, especially when I'm wearing black, I am going to do the thing that makes me look utterly ridiculous, which is, I mean, normally nobody sees it, and it's just me and you here, isn't it? So it's okay. But I have to put something over the sort of armpits of my top, either tissues or these like wipes that I use, just to stop my tops getting covered in white deodorant. Does it look ridiculous? Yes. But does it work to keep deodorant off my clothes? Also yes. And then we're going to go downstairs, grab my drink, which I prepared last night. Very Blue Peter, here's what I prepared earlier. And actually do some yoga. If you struggle with chaotic morning routines, I get it. I've been there. It took me many years and so much trial and error to get to the morning routine that we have now that finally works for our family. And that's why I've created the Calm Start Guide, which is a free printable to help you press pause and find a gentler way to start the day with kids. Inside, you'll learn how to observe what's really going on, try one small change, and use simple visual checklists your child can actually follow. It's not about a perfect routine, it's about one that works for your family. So you can grab it for free by going to mummyof4.com/routine. Now I am going to take down my heatless curls. Sometimes I leave these in until later on when I'm actually doing my makeup and things, but sometimes I find it's touching the back of my neck. If I'm on my walking pad and we're getting a bit hot and bothered, I find it's better to get them put up in a bun. And that heatless curler set honestly saves me so much time and it's no damage on my hair. So I'm going to dump my iPad and my binder in my office. I take those up to bed because I read on my iPad before bed and sometimes make notes in my binder. And now I'm going to get out my yoga mat and get a little bit of yoga done. Literally just 10 minutes, but honestly, if I don't do this, it's like my whole body is seizing up. Apparently, according to my physio, I'm hypermobile, and then sometimes my body kind of clamps down and I just, long story short, sometimes I can't look left. So if I do yoga, I stay kind of loose and just stretch out and actually take care of my body, then I feel better and I don't need physio so much and I don't feel just so creaky and horrible. So just 10 minutes a day is all I'm aiming for at the moment, but it's making all the difference. And I know it's so tempting to just go and get on with some work, but it's just 10 minutes and it honestly changes the game. And if I don't do it first thing in the morning, if I don't eat that frog and get it done, it just doesn't happen. So I'm going to pop away my yoga mat, which literally lives behind the sofa, because I have to make habits easy and accessible, otherwise I won't do them. If I had to go hunting for my yoga mat, I would not do it. I'm now on my walking pad, which yes, I set up last night, because if I'd come down in the morning and I hadn't felt like it and it wasn't all set up, I might not have got on and got my steps in. Now, I'm not going to get as much work done first thing as I have been in the summer. During the summer, I really just got as much work as I could done as early in the day before the children got up. Obviously, this morning I'm going to have to stop and then go get them up and get them ready for school. That's fine. I'll come back and I've actually got a work day then. Why is my walking pad making a funny noise? It doesn't normally do that. But before I do part of a work task, I am going to do my morning pages. Now, morning pages is a concept from the book The Artist's Way, and the idea is it's 3 pages of stream of consciousness writing, like journaling, but it could be gibberish, it could be anything, it could be ideas, it could be just anything that just gets all the ideas out of your head and onto paper. Now, one thing I can't do very easily when I'm on my walking pad, I can type, I can work, but handwriting, not so easy. So the concept that I've used, the way I've tweaked it for myself, is to use ChatGPT. And I just voice note into ChatGPT, and I've got one conversation that's just called Morning Pages, and I've told it all I wanted to do is to take it down, what I'm saying, make it make sense. So it just takes out the ums and the ahs, I suppose. Not that Morning Pages have to make sense, but bear with me. So I ask it to take down everything I'm saying. That's my Morning Pages, and I paste that into one of my notes. But then I also paste it into another conversation in ChatGPT where I've asked it to be my business coach, my life coach, my therapist, all the things. And I paste everything that I've just word vomited into my Morning Pages and say, what do I need to hear today? And it's always quite insightful. It really is. So I start my day like that, out of my brain, and then get on with my work task. Bella, my darling girl, you're going into year 6. You got like privileges being in year 6?
A few.
Like what?
We get to sit on the bench. We get the Leavers hoodies.
Sit on the bench in assembly, so you have to sit on the floor.
Yeah.
Cool.
We do like the stall. Few other things. Can't remember all of them off the top of my head, but that's just some of them.
It just seems like 2 minutes ago you were starting school and you were so tiny. And now you're top of school. Right, what are we doing with hair?
Pony plait, please.
Zaza, how you feeling this morning? You were writing in your journal stuff yesterday in your planner. I've designed a new kids binder starter pack. Like my Organised Life binder for grown-ups, the children wanted their own, didn't you? You wanted your own planners. Yeah. So I have set them up their own. And inside there are journal pages about feelings and things. Also, You had the kids' version of the back to school planner, didn't you? And you were writing that last night. It was big feelings. Feeling a bit more positive this morning. What do you think? Yeah, excited. What we can do with hair today?
2 plaits.
2 plaits. Cute. Very cute. Cute vibes. And you chose all your accessories and things
I'm gonna go
today. Okay, excellent. First day back and we're making pretty good progress, running to times. I always build this buffer time into our morning routine, so if things are going a bit wrong, a bit wonky, we're not going to be running late. But as we're running on time, high five, means that you guys can have free time for a little bit before we go. Zara's a bit nervous, so I'm drawing hug buttons, one on her hand and one on my hand. And when we press them, even if they've rubbed off, even if they've washed off, they will send hugs energetically to each other. And we find this really helps with after school nerves. Okay, I'm back. First school run of the new year. Morning went reasonably smoothly. A couple of wobbles going in. Just keeping everything crossed that everyone's happy. Come pick up time. Stay tuned to the end of this vlog. I know I'm mostly sharing kind of like morning routine in this, but I will let you know at the end how they got on. So now I have put my treadmill away. I'd often come back and just get back straight on my treadmill and do a bit more work, but I've actually got some filming to do, so obviously I need to sit down for that. So I'm going to get on with that now, get as much work as I can done while the house is nice and quiet. And so the video I'm going to film now is all about my organised weekly planning system that I do on the weekends. I'm really excited because I have got a free checklist to take you through it. So I'm going to be going through the entire system in that video. And if you want to grab the checklist, then you can go to mummy4.com/plan week. And that is everything I do to plan for the week. That planning for the week really helps me, especially when the children are in school, with making sure that just the days go so much smoother. That weekly planning I do is really a gift to future me, and the weekends where I haven't done it because we've been away, the whole week has just been a mess, a total mess. So now I will not go away knowing we're away for the whole weekend unless I've done the next week's planning before we go. Otherwise, like I said, the week's a mess. So I'm going to go and do that. Before I go and get some work done, let me show you this. This is my actual Stanley Cup I've had for ages, but since buying this, they brought these flip out lids out, or flip up lids, as in the spill proof. And I didn't really want to buy a whole other Stanley, so I got these Jeep lids on Amazon, and they come in a 2-pack. And look, I know, right? Cool or what? So my Stanley Cup, I love it even more now because I can actually take it out with me without spilling it everywhere. So I'm now going to get on with some work, and then we'll go and pick them up later, and fingers crossed they've had good days. And I've got my girlies. How was your first day?
It It was good.
Oh, what a relief. I'm so glad. Bella?
It was loads of fun.
Phew. I'm so glad. What a relief. Anyway, thanks for joining us for Back to School. Don't forget to check out my Organised Life Club. Join me inside of there. All the links for everything I've mentioned down below. Click on this video, which I know you'll enjoy, and I'll see you in the next vlog.